Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we have a few LEGO Star Wars leaks to talk about. Both these sets will actually be releasing in May, and the first one I'll talk about is the Boonta Eve Podrace Diorama. The set number is 75380. It'll include 718 pieces for $80, and like I said, it'll release May 1st. The first thing I want to point out that I find really interesting is that this set does come with the 25th anniversary brick. I'm kind of surprised by this, as this isn't one of the 25th anniversary sets, so this is kind of a random inclusion, but it's still neat, I guess. Anyway, though, looking at the actual diorama, it looks pretty good. It's a bigger scale than I initially thought they were going to do. The original leaks kind of said it would be kind of smaller and almost micro, but this is actually a pretty good size. The pod racers have a good amount of detail, and I'm glad they're big enough that the focus is definitely still on them. The terrain is alright. It doesn't really stand out to me. I kind of wish they would have chose a scene that looked a little more iconic, so it kind of actually looked like it was from the movie, because honestly, this kind of just looks like it's from anywhere on Tatooine. It doesn't automatically scream to me that this is from the Boonta Eve pod race. It is good though, and I get that would be probably pretty hard to do at a decent price point, as this set is already $80, which feels kind of high. I will say though, those pod racers seem to be really well detailed. The parts usage seems to be really good, and they have some really interesting uses, like on Anakin, on the front part, you can see it kind of looks like they used those ski pieces on the front. Little parts like that everywhere on them. It's just kind of neat. And it's something I always love in LEGO when they find these random parts and use them in sets like this that you normally wouldn't expect them to be in. The last thing I want to note here is that the plaque on the bottom that has the quote from the scene, it's a quote from Qui-Gon right before the race.
Remember, concentrate on the moment. Feel, don't think. Use your instincts.
And that's probably the best line they could have picked for it. Anyway, though, this does look like a good set. I am just a little mixed on it, though. Moving on to the Buildable Droideka, the set number is 75381. It'll include 583 pieces for $65, and again, these will be releasing May 1st. Like the diorama, this one will have the 25th anniversary brick, which I think that's just probably going to be standard. That means with all 18 plus sets this year, which is neat, I guess. It doesn't really make that much sense, but I guess it does. This is the 25th year this set's coming out, even though it's not one of the 25th anniversary sets with the minifigures. Anyway, though, looking at this build, it looks really good. They pretty much did it perfect. I mean, we still only have this one image, but it looks like they hit the nail on the head. This is definitely one of the better character models they've made. On the other end of the spectrum, though, we have the smaller play scale Buildable Droideka, which, man, that thing looks bad. That's probably the worst one we've gotten yet. I don't know how they just keep making them worse. Seriously, I've seen mocks out there that look good, and I don't know why LEGO just can't get it right. I understand they're not going to use the same amount of details as some mock builders out there, but this is just really laughable in my opinion. This was a part I was really excited for too. A play scale Droideka is something we haven't gotten in a long time, and I was really excited to see what they do because LEGO's gotten so much better at building over the years, especially in that smaller scale with all the new small pieces coming out. And unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to keep waiting for a good Droideka because that thing is terrible looking. I don't know, you guys let me know if that's just me, but I think that is honestly the worst Droideka we have ever seen from LEGO. It's kind of embarrassing that's going to be sitting next to this great huge model. Anyway, though, for $65, I do think this set is really good. The piece count's close enough to a good range, and that build looks stunning. You might just have to take that smaller Droideka off the stand because that thing's gross. Alright guys, that wraps up all of our information that we have on these two sets. Make sure to let me know your guys' opinions on them down below. I'd love to hear them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.